Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's me, Organzan, and I'm so glad you're here. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a tour of my she shed, which is really considered an art studio for me because that's where I like to draw and paint and do crafting and things like that. So yeah, it is definitely my art studio. A couple years ago, Jim and I both got ourselves sheds, Tuff Sheds that we ordered through Home Depot, and he has his on his side, one side of the backyard, and mine's on the other side. And his is kind of just like his office, but mine, I like I said, I like to do crafting and fun things like that. So I wanted to use my she shed in that way. But so the first thing Jim needed to do was prep the grounds for our sheds, and they came and delivered them, and they were partly finished. They didn't have doors on them or shingles or windows, but we did pay for the workers to do all that, add all the shingles, and because that was worth it to us. But then Jim did all the things after that, such as putting in the air conditioner, putting in the linoleum flooring, drywalling it and things like that. So he did a lot of work himself. Daddy says he's killing time. So we did need some extra space for because we needed an extra tool shed. So I did give up 5 feet of my shed, and we sectioned off a little portion of it, 5 feet, and then there was a separate entrance in the back to get into the shed, and it's worked out fine. I still have plenty of room for myself and my crafting, so it was fine. But so this is the door to the shed, which is on the back side of my art studio, and as you can see, it is jam-packed, so we really needed the space. And this is just what it looked like before the drywall went up. And here's the floor we chose, this Pergo flooring. I wanted a really durable surface to be crafting on, and I had thought about using or getting butcher block, but then I decided to get like more of a white finish. I did get Formica, but these Formica countertops, they can look really beautiful these days. And I ended up getting this one that had the marble look to it, and I'm really happy with it. So Jim got the in-stock cabinets from Home Depot and put them together, and then he installed them. And then he got to work cutting and installing the countertops. One thing I really wanted to do was make my shed really colorful and playful, and the opposite of what my house is, because my house is it's got more of the neutral colors, and I don't have a lot of color in it at all. So I made the decision that in this room it was going to be super bright and colorful and fun. And so what I decided to do was paint a mural on the back wall. So yeah, it was fun. I'm no expert, but I had made the decision that if it turned out bad, I would just paint over it. So, but actually I liked how it turned out. The pastor claims it's almost time for the rapture. Maybe soon I'll get to fly. Driving down familiar roads, there's a broken sign that says I'm growing old. Everything's changing, nothing's quite the same. And here it is. I love how it turned out. This side is my desk, obviously. I also have a little blue desk over here for my granddaughter because, you know, her little chair's in the house right now, but she usually has a little chair there. And I can watch my YouTube videos while I'm crafting, and yeah, I have everything I need here, including a beautiful view out the windows. This picture here on the left I painted a lot of years ago. And I'm new at watercolor painting, so these are just all my little practice sheets. I just watch YouTube videos and try to learn, you know, how to do it, but I'm definitely a beginner, but that's okay. That's how you start, you know. This is also a little oil painting that I did a few years back. And there's me and Jim at one of our proms. Now, I don't have the hardware on this side on these cabinets only because I haven't picked it out yet, but I need to do that soon. Then I've got painting books, instructional books, drawers of glitter, stamps, and then cards for stamping, for making greeting cards, childhood toys, because why not? They're up in a box in the attic. I might as well bring them down and enjoy them. My grandkids like to play with them, so my granddaughter, she's already found the Barbies, so. And then these are all Christmas craft supplies. And then on this side of the room, I have my sewing machine and my Cricut and my Gemini Junior, which is fun to use to make cards with. And just a bunch of different supplies. And then all the card making supplies are in the drawers here for the Cricut and for the Gemini. I really need to get these drawer handles ASAP. And I am new at card making. I know I say that a lot, but I'm telling you, ever since retirement, I'm just kind of dabbling in everything. But yeah, these are just some cards that I made, and you know, they're fun, and I'm learning, and you know, I actually give them out. So in my drawers, in my top drawer here, I just have ribbons. Second drawer, I have air dried clay with like little cookie cutters and knives and little stamps and things like that. And then in the next drawer, I have all my adhesives, tapes, and glues. And then I have my little air dryer, miscellaneous on the bottom. And then on my other side, I have sticky tapes and my hot glue gun. And in the other drawers, I just have things for card making, stamping, things for my Cricut. That's about it. Family pictures. I need to get my 2 new grandbabies up there. And folks, that is it. That is the grand tour. I can see myself using this a lot. Well, I already have, but I feel like in the winter, I'm more craft in the house where it's warm, but I do have a space heater here, but definitely in the spring and summer, I use my art studio a lot more. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already done so, and follow along for all the fun projects Jim and I do around my property. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.